I'm Marilyn Stauter, and I'm with the Stark Company, and I have been doing residential real estate for about the last 20 years in the Madison, Wisconsin area, and then I sold in Illinois for quite a few years. And my specialty is really working with past clients, referrals, and just people who call me. I like real estate, I like people. I will say that after so many years, you learn to deal with people quickly and get them to where they know exactly what they can afford. And I have to say that I've worked with a lot of people involved in lending through the banks and in lending through mortgage companies. I've even worked with some clients that have decided to do something online, and that didn't work so well. I can remember having a client that was moving to town that, this is back in the days when you could almost buy a house with no money. And so they had a little money and they needed jobs, but they were moving to town anyway. Jim said, after listening about the people, he said, have them call me and I'll have them come in, and the thing closed within like 60 days. And I really just kind of said, isn't that wonderful? It just works so perfectly. What makes Jim different is probably that whole word trust, and that word is obviously in the name of the company he's with right now. You know that you can trust Jim when you take your client to him. He is right there for you. I mean, he's the kind of guy that if somebody says, well, I don't have a lender and I don't know what I can afford, and I don't know if I make enough money, or I don't know how much how much of a house I can buy. And I said, well, you know what? I got a person who can help you with that. Is it okay if I give them your number? And they say, sure. And I mean, they don't even ask me who it is. I just say, trust me, I know I'm sending to the right person. That's the kind of guy that I see Jim as. So it's the experience that someone like Jim Pope has. It's the follow through that leads you to the closing. Because if you don't get to the closing, no matter how good a lender or a realtor are, there's nothing else left. Well, if I was going to recommend a lender, and I've done it often, sometimes people say, well, Roger, who would you use? Or Marilyn, who would you use? And I think if I was going to recommend Jim to someone, I would say to them that if you want to have the process go smoothly, if you want to have someone who knows what it is to not only qualify someone, but to actually make the loan work, you want to work with someone who can give you the sense that everything's going to be fine and follow through, and it is, without being told every little detail. Then I tell them, Jim Pope's where you want to go. Jim is working on a deal for me right now, and I anticipate that probably as long as I'm in the real estate business for however many more years that'll be, Jim will be there for me.